Diese Band hat Air, Parkway Drive, Winston, hey.
Hello.
Well, the new record is the one with the by far biggest variety of your whole discography, correct?
I'd say so. Well, you just heard it, so do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, I think so as well. We wanted to write in a different kind of way.
Yeah.
And the melody sticks out way more on this was because we realised that as opposed to the singing being the melody in our music, the guitars are what carry the melody and the singing carries the aggression and the character. We listen to absolutely everything, to be honest, and that's where the influence come from. We probably listen to more unheavy music than we listen to heavy music. I like sad bands. Nick Cave, National, Tom Waits, and then I still listen to hardcore records and I listen to rap records.
When you're talking about rap,
yeah,
pretty good point. Like some songs have this sort of little hip hop vibe, like sort of like an evil Limp Bizkit.
Yes, the evil Limp Bizkit. Wow. Okay, I thought Limp Bizkit were evil enough in the first place, but yeah, no, there's a little bit of flow in there. I put a lot of work into the vocals on this record. On everything before, I had no idea vocally how to control anything. I only knew how to scream, so I had to go and learn for a year how my voice actually worked, and learn how to sing, not so I could actually just be a big opera singer or all of a sudden put pop verses in, but just so I knew control.
So in the future, would there be any clear vocals?
Massive
Maybe.
opera. I'm not sure, it depends. Like the thing is, we could have put clean vocals on this record if we wanted to, but it's not the character that this band has to have it really clean. Like it's even on those more spoken word stuff, and there's like 2 choruses in the last song which are like, there is like, I've fully sung those in the recording session, but the style of voice that I want to use in the character has enough gravel in it that it doesn't sound pretty.
The title Air, I mean, it's pretty strong.
Yes.
Where does all that angle come from?
It's hard for me to write a happy song. I don't think I'm blind to what's going on the planet around me, and the fact that I feel like a very lucky person doing what I do, but I feel for the people who aren't so lucky. There is so much being taken from so many by so few. You hear all this stuff about the 1% owning so much of the world, about deforestation, environmental disasters coming, hate, murder, genocide, and the idea for change seems to have no grip. It just doesn't go. People go, oh, that's bad, and that's it.
Your video clips show usually like joy, skydiving, surfing, all that kind of stuff. So that a contrapoint you made on purpose.
Yeah. Well, they show us as well, and especially like Vice Grip, which I wrote about overcoming your fears and finding a challenge and rising up to it. So it was a very hard thing to say, how do we make a film clip for that and not make it cheesy or all happy? And I'm terrified of heights, so the idea of going and do something that literally scares the shit out of me kind of worked out well. So like we'd never done any of this before the film clip. We had this really funny idea. We're like, what about we jump out of a plane? And we all laughed, and then the director said, yeah, that's the one. And I was like, okay, I wrote a song about it, so maybe I'm gonna have to actually walk the talk. We've done 19 jumps, and up until like jump 6, it was absolutely terrifying. It was like dragging me to the door of the plane, just going, oh. So yeah, now it's great.
So it worked. You did overcome your fear.
Yes, it did, which is really, really amazing. It's quite strange though. I think I still have a fear of low heights. Like you get me near a 2-story balcony, I'll probably go a little bit, but get me in a plane with the door open and I'll sit there with my legs out going wee.
So isn't it kind of funny feeling when you do those performing parts in the ocean or in the outback, like pretending you're playing a show?
It always is. Like that's always been the hardest part for us, is because like we struggle on stage with the fact that people like us in the first place. We have a lot of fun, and it's really hard to like play and be serious and like, yeah, this music's heavy, when in fact you're having the time of your life and it's really fun. So you end up with these cheesy smiles and you end up screwing around a bit on stage, let alone someone saying, right, pretend to play now, and you're just like, there's a lot of bad outtakes, put it that way. We're a very hard band to work with in that regard.
So nowadays you're a top 3 chart band. Did you ever imagine with that kind of sound to be that successful and big?
What do you think?
No.
No, of course not. It's really, really strange. I don't listen to the radio very often, and when I was growing up, I used to watch like the charts and stuff, and I can remember like when Rage Against the Machine was number one, and they wouldn't even play the video clip in Australia because it was too heavy for the charts. They'd just put up number one Rage Against the Machine. You wouldn't hear it. Same thing with Nirvana and all of that kind of stuff, and that was what was in the charts. And now when I put on like a TV station, I can't even understand the music that is in the charts. Like, it literally just sounds like computers, and I have no connection to it whatsoever. And that's what pop music is. Like, it's the same sound you hear when you walk into a McDonald's or you walk into some massive clothing store that just gets played. It's like elevator music. It's just modern elevator music. It's nothing.
Ire im limitierten Boxset inklusive 2 Buttons und Posterflagge. Oder als Jewel Case mit Shirt sowie weitere Alben, T-Shirts und Sweater von Parkway Drive gibt es natürlich bei EMP. Klickt einfach auf den Link unten in der Beschreibung.